Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rowan, the Lyranwitch. Today we are going to be getting another collective message for you. Just so that you all know, I'm going to be giving away 2 free readings once I hit 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be in the running for a free reading is to make sure that you're subscribed and leave me a comment letting me know what you think, or just that you're interested. So, I'm going to see what comes through today. I will be doing a part 2 to the last reading I did about archonic energies and monitor spirits, but we will do that another time. And that will be on Patreon. So thank you to all of my folks who have already been letting me know what you think of my videos. It helps me a lot. And it helps to grow the channel so that more people can take part, get what they need from this, because it's meant to help as many people as possible in the collective. Thank you as well to everyone who sends their generous donations. It is so appreciated and lets me show up here. And to everyone who books one-on-one coaching, energy healing, animal communication, and energy healings. With that being said, let's hop in. I'm hearing community. Community. Okay, this is something that's involving a group of people. I just saw 902, and I thought of 90210, which I was really... I never watched that show very much, but there was a lot of drama. I know that. This might be like a dramatic situation with a group of people. Let's see. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. So I heard 902 or 90210. We'll have to see what that means. Hang on, I'll look up the spiritual meaning of 902 because that's what they keep showing me. Let's see. I don't know all of my angel numbers. I only know the ones I get. Okay, it says, humanitarian duty is mentioned by the angel number 902 symbolism. This is to always put human interest first. And it's interesting because I brought up community right before that. Okay. So this is about making sure that the people that you are surrounding yourself with and the people in the community around you are supportive for you and you're supportive for them. Because I'm seeing here that the issue is not that you haven't answered the call to connect with other people. You totally have. But you've gotten burned a lot of times. It's left you feeling like you don't have a clear mind when it comes to reading other people. And what I want you to know is that you're reading their energy correctly, but the right people are not being attracted into your life right now because of, for some of you, it's where you live. Just simply doesn't have the kind of people that you are looking to connect with. And you may have better luck online or looking into eventually moving to another place. There's going to be a lot of light workers that are relocating in the next, 2 years. The next several years, really. But there's going to be a big movement of people into the same type of area because there's an exhaustion within the collective of dealing with people who just don't get it. Okay, and this isn't about, going off and joining a cult or something. That's not what this is. This is about, actually connecting with other people in the community who actually have an interest in each other and helping each other. Especially if you're American, we've been so cut off from one another, and hyper-individualism is literally killing this whole country, our whole society, really. And it really affects whether or not you can be an open channel among other people. There's so much fear-mongering and judgment among people right now that it's people preach tolerance, but tolerance implies that you're just tolerating them. You're not okay with them. You're not accepting them. It's about more than tolerance. It's about having the courage to be yourself and having the courage to accept people who are nothing like you and still standing up for them. And that's the problem, is that really isn't happening right now. And with that being said, the focus right now, since you're not moving just yet and you're still kind of making that transition with your community, is focusing on the earth energies where you live. Grid working where you live, since there aren't really that many people that you connect with, or maybe any people that you connect with. Connect with the earth. That's what you're there to do. A lot of us have been planted in specific areas of the planet for the planet, not for humans. Okay? So if you feel like, okay, I know I'm supposed to help people, but where the fuck are the people? It's not that time right now. Eventually, you will do that, right? But right now, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that have come in that aren't what you want. And even though it does clarify what you do want, it's more of a distortion issue than a law of attraction issue. I have some I have some thoughts about law of attraction. There's some semblance to it, some semblance of honesty to it, because certainly you can manifest different things into your reality. But from the same note, it can be used to really victim blame and gaslight people when you say, oh, you attracted your abuse. So you're never going to hear that from me on this channel. You didn't bring in your abuser or something. But what I use these cards for now is this is a law of attraction deck in case you don't know. They still give me the messages, so I still use the cards, but I just want to be clear, I'm not pro Abraham Hicks. They have their things that they are good for, but I'm not a proponent of the entire philosophy, okay? I'm more of a go with the flow type of person. And this is what Spirit is telling you to do too. If people aren't working in your life right now, and your relationships aren't working, and the community isn't coming together, that's okay. Go with it. Your community can be the plants and animals in your area. It can be people online. It can be friends across the world. One of my best friends lives in the UK. I have never met her in person, and that's okay. Maybe we will at some point, But the key thing here to remember is that relationships are meant to feel good. This isn't about forcing yourself to show up for people who treat you like shit and don't make you feel like you're accepted, even though you're being accepting of them. If they're barely tolerating you, but you're accepting them, that's a very different energy. And I think people mix up tolerance versus acceptance in a lot of circles, okay? People are supposed to be good to you in your life. So if you're not having that, it's okay to back away from these people, all right? There's something here about there being a flawed premise in what you believe about other people, and I think that's just clarifying what I just said about tolerance versus acceptance, okay? Yeah, right now it's about going inward, waking up these energy centers in the palm of your hand, which is where your personal healing and healing that you can give out to other beings exists. Both hands have an energy point right here. It's like a little vortex or gateway, right? And you can open that up the way you would with any of your other chakras. And that allows you to send energy healing to yourself and to plants and animals around you, the people around you, the grid lines in the earth. It also helps you understand what you need to heal. It kind of opens an inner voice or an inner vision inside you that will allow you to reconnect with Source. Look, and literally it's their hands over their stomach. They can sense where they need the healing. This can even look like going to the grocery store and putting your hands over the foods and seeing if they resonate with you. Because sometimes you'll be drawn to very specific items at the grocery store and then find out later that that's exactly what you needed to feel better or to move through some kind of thing you're working through in your life. Yeah, I'm feeling that some of you are feeling very jaded about people, which is a mood, honestly. And while there's lots of different right ways to be, there's also people who are just assholes. I'm gonna say it. That's what I'm being guided to say here. I think that some of you have been making a lot of allowances for people who just aren't acting right in an effort to be accepting. And while that's very compassionate, it can also be very gaslighting and mean to your inner self. So yeah, focus on Again, the hands coming up here and the butterflies. I just posted about butterflies earlier in my shorts. You can check that out. But it's about focusing on your inner healing so that you can reopen yourself to community when it's correct too. Because I don't feel that right now is necessarily the correct time for you to connect with the people in your immediate area. I feel like very few of you have already aligned with your soul family in the area where you live or close by. But that soul family is already connected to you, and they're sending you healing. So you can connect with them in the ethers, and that'll help open the way to understand where you need to go to get to them. But I feel like you do have something that you're completing where you live right now. It's like you're wrapping up the last things about it. You're figuring out how you feel about the experiences you had there. So this is like the end of this era wherever you are. If you're looking to leave, they're looking at their whole replay of everything that's happened and then moving on and bringing new things into form. Above all, this whole era of your life is here to teach you to trust yourself and remind you that whenever you sense something about somebody, you're usually correct. You might not see it immediately, and it might not explain itself immediately, but you have a correct read of energies generally. You have a way of seeing the truth of things before they happen. So it's a way of protecting yourself, to read somebody's energy and be honest about it. And just know that what you're trying to bring in for yourself and the people you're trying to meet also want to meet you. Again, like, connect with them in the ethers right now, because it's not that you're being blocked from it, it's that the timing is aligning, because they're wrapping up their stuff from before and you're wrapping up your stuff, so that you can both like be open to each other when you meet. And this isn't just like soulmate relationships that are romantic. This is also like friendships and chosen family. For some of you, this may actually be blood family that you haven't met yet or something. If you were like adopted, or I don't know what that situation would be. But you'll know whenever you meet this person if they're actually like a part of your spiritual family, okay? Some of you may want to even do like a truth spell or like a ritual around yourself so that only truth is brought to you, because you've had a lot of people tell you a lot of things, and there's been a lot of like confusion energies intentionally put your way, whether or not these are people who understand the laws of the universe and actually are like magicians or sorcerers or something, or they're just projecting and completely delusional in their own right and like sending you that delusional energy. Whatever it is, like, having an expectation and setting a boundary with the energy around you that it's only going to bring you truth will really help. It'll help you to refocus on yourself and on source and your connection to what love actually is, because you haven't been shown what you've been putting out. Not because of you, because of what the people are like in the place that you've been assigned right now to help heal in this earth. Like, a lot of the times whenever you are assigned a place or end up in a place where you're like, wow, I don't get along with anybody here, it's because you're like bringing light to this little hell sector on earth that needed fixed. So, the universe will send you there because you're a source of light and you have the ability to fix it. And that's part of how it works here. It doesn't mean you're there forever, but it's like an assignment, and your guides are protecting and watching over you through this. Anything else, please? What is with these numbers? I never get numbers. 404. One moment. I'm going to look it up. I don't know these offhand. Numbers are like not my strong suit. I'm a writer. I don't do the numbers. Okay, let's see. Okay, number 404. It says, there's celestial indication that your perseverance, diligence, and practicality are culminating in a pivotal lifestyle change. You're going to be moving, basically. And you're going to get support. So you're going to see the number 404, whenever something is coming in to support you, or just a reminder that you have this support as you like go through these obstacles to leaving. Because there are forces that are going to try to keep you where you are, because they're trying to subvert what you're doing. Like whatever light work you're doing, there's energies around you, whether people or non-human entities, that want to subvert you and convert you to whatever bullshit they're on. And it's not going to work, obviously, like you've made it this far in whatever you're doing. But they are going to put up like one last little barrier before you leave. So be aware of that and don't let it, like, don't take it as a sign that you're not meant to leave. You're literally meant to leave. You know you're meant to leave. It's funny, I just opened this again. One last card. You want animals or archetypes? Archetypes, okay. I always say one last card and they give me like more than one. Oh, nope, it's one. It's just thick. So we have the mirror and the moon. What you put out is going to be mirrored back to you, but it will not be mirrored back to you here. So quit looking for it and making yourself upset, because I feel like you have expectations that don't match the energy of where you live. You will find people who mirror everything back to you, where the synchronicities come easier, where the energy is lighter, and where you're not constantly subjected to shadow work. It's coming. So keep an eye out for it. Watch for these numbers. Watch for 404. And again, like, put out those truth spells, truth rituals. Demand truth in your life. And you're going to see the people change around you into somebody that's more aligned with you. Like, the more you expect truth, the more truthful people will show up, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think of the music in the background, if you like it or not. I wanted to try it. But yeah, I'm sending you guys tons of love and peace. Please be sure to check out all of my information below. If somebody reaches out to you and is like saying they're offering you a reading, it's not going to be me. I don't do that. I have no reason to do that, and that's scammy behavior. So just be aware. You can book with me through my website or look at my shop or whatever you want to do, but I will never come to you first, okay? It's just a way of making sure that I'm keeping you guys safe from scammers as much as I can. So yeah, sending you guys love and peace. See you in the next one. Bye.